Hey, yo, Shalom. Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakak Badash. I like to say double honors to my apostles and elders. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I want to put my, spiritual analysis basically on these drone situation in New Jersey and other places around America and around the world pretty much, man, The thing about it is America, I remember those Chinese balloons, they was quick to shoot one of those down. But when it comes to these drones, they're not quick to check them out and see what they're doing is lying to you. They know what they are, man. Okay, they're the chariots. They've been popping up. They've been having councils about the chariots, talking about it, going to court about it, or whatever, going before Congress. The government has, been, having meetings about these so-called UFOs, which are actually the angels, man. Okay? And there's a few videos, but I want to get the main scripture. Okay, here in Zechariah chapter 5 and 1, it says, Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. So Zechariah is seeing a chariot of the Lord, man, a so-called UFO. It says, And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, the length thereof 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. So it's like 30 by 15 feet. So he's seen this in the air, man. Okay, and there's plenty of accounts throughout the scriptures. Okay, so the chariots are here, man. So-called UFOs, UAPs, those are the angels of the Lord. They're not little green men, or no little, and concerning angels, they're not no little babies with wings and shit, man. No, they're austere men. Okay, and the Lord, those are the Lord's chariots, man. It says, verse 3, Then he said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the earth, of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side according to it, and everyone, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, in transit. So the Lord said He's gonna bring it forth. So the Lord brought them forth. There was a video floating around about a dude, some dude. Yeah, these people are crazy spirits out here. Some dude came forth and said that they were some Iranian mothership or whatever, off the coast of America somewhere, and they're sending those drones. Then you had the government, the U.S. government, tell everybody that the other guy was full of shit, but they don't know what they are either. But we know what's going on, man. Okay, there could be lots of drones up there. There's always drones up there. But the chariots have been visiting. There's thousands, probably by this time, millions of videos of people sharing clips of seeing chariots, man. Okay, so-called UFOs. Videos, okay, everywhere. They can't hide it anymore. So the Lord brought them forth. It says, And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. And that's the point of this whole lesson. It has entered into the house of the thief. Who's the thief? Esau, Edom. Did not Esau, Edom steal this land from the Native Americans? Okay, our brothers. Are not they stealing every single day? Like, you got to pay taxes. You got to pay to breathe. In order to breathe, you got to pay to live. They talking about putting a carbon tax on things. You know, no, you're basically a slave. You got a security card, a social security number, a birth certificate. Okay, they stole everything from us, man. We call this freedom. Okay, so that's the thief. You know, they own all the banks. They control the money system. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Okay, that's the thief. Esau, Edom, man. So the chariots are here. They didn't enter into his house. They didn't enter into America. They didn't enter to different places where these Edomites are, man. They didn't mess with their nuclear bombs and stuff, man. They didn't turn them on and shit. Nobody can do anything about it. Then they turn it off. So they're here. They entered into the house of the thief, man. Okay. And the thief is Esau, Edom. All right. And it says, Slocky, let me. So it's here, man. It's here. It's entered into the house of the thief. And it says it's going to remain in his house. Right? Slocky. It says, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name, and that's Esau, Edom too. They call him Jesus Christ, worshiping all types of different false gods over here in America. They got thousands of different religions. And it shall remain in the midst of his house. So the chariot's going to remain in the midst of his house, man. Okay? So they're here. They're trying to figure out what they are. They can't touch the chariots. They be trying to act like a chariot crashed and they all of a sudden got pictures and shit. That's all a lie, man. Little green aliens, little green people. No, man, that's a lie. See, Esau, Edom, he been lying to us this whole time, man. He's the thief. He's the deceiver. Okay? The devil the Bible speaks of. Okay? It says, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. So, hey, the chariots is here, man. All right? They ain't going nowhere. Dang it, what was that?
They're just everywhere, man. The camera isn't even big enough.
Hold up, here goes a video.
If y'all can see, there are drones all over the sky. In Temecula. We came up here to see if we could figure out where they're gonna go, but before they come down, they turn the lights off. So we're gonna go in the morning, maybe, sometime during the day. There's so many. It's like 10. And they're all over the city. And considering how high we up, they can go all the way up here. We saw one a little bit ago, all the way up here, so they can get high. These are not just like cheapy drones. These are real expensive, high-flying drones. I'm so cold. Those are they get high, dude.
That huge one just sitting there.
Hard to find the camera. That one right there.
Now absorbing what was left of the old civilization, and then we sit here like we've been time traveled from 10,000 years ago, like we're Stone Age men in a cave, and we look up and see all these flying machines, and the government goes, "We don't know what those are." Well, of course, the local sheriff doesn't, or even the head of that military base hasn't been told what it is. So they and the FBI, we don't know. Why every night in New Jersey these things are over your houses? But notice they don't shoot them down because they've not been ordered to. But you get up in a Cessna and you start flying over a military base, you'll get your ass blown out of the air in about 5 minutes. They'll give you a bunch of warnings, they'll send a jet up, and when you don't go land it, they're going to shoot a missile into your airplane and kill you.
See, this guy is paid opposition, obviously. But the point is, they don't shoot them down. This guy thinks that they're jets. Maybe some of them, because the chariots are they visiting so much. These guys can't stop them, man. Okay, so they coming up with something. It might be, some Project Bluebeam shit, whatever it is, man. We gonna know what it is. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11, man. Okay.
Quote, invaded by these things. God knows what they're doing. Like I said, they're not stars. These are all crafts. They're all crafts. They're hovering above our cities, and people are not even noticing that these have invaded our skies. They're going business as usual because it's Christmas, and this is the best time to do something like this when people are so busy and so involved in the day-to-day that they don't even notice that their entire skyline is being quote-unquote invaded by these things. God knows what they're doing. Look at those. There's 3, as you can see. There's more. You see them more over here. Let's see. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? They line up like that. So this is the golf course. I'm at Jacaranda Golf.
He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is fucking crazy, man. Look at this guy. They're spraying the skies. Look, he just sprayed that. This guy just sprayed that.
Be a lot more careful around them, and it really hasn't been until recently that technology has advanced to the point where we can do these kinds of things in these very, very tight-spacing, very precious crops around us as we're navigating through and doing those pre- and post-harvest work.
That's Ag Autonomy's co-founder and CEO, Tim Hoover. For the last 40 years, the Ag Information Network has been the source of news for farmers and ranchers.
Let me grab a scripture real quick. And I'll close it out. It's a Psalm 68 and 17. It says, the chariots of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai and the holy place. All right? So the Lord got plenty more, man. Okay, we ain't seen nothing yet. Okay? Now, as the day goes on, you're going to see more and more chariots, man. Because they entered into the house of the thief. Esau, Edom, okay? He can't stop them. He can't do anything against these chariots, man. Okay, and it speaks about these chariots in the book of Ezekiel. Chapter 1. And it says, we'll start here. You gotta start at verse 1, damn near. But there's a lot of people that know these verses too. They know that the chariots exist. It says, now it came to pass in the 13th year, the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river in Chebar, that the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of God. In the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th year of King Jehoiakim's captivity, the word of the Lord came expressly unto Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Chebar, and the hand of the Lord was upon him. So it's giving you how it started. It says, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire unfolding itself, and a brightness about it, okay? Saying a great cloud, talking about a chariot, right? It says, and a brightness about it, and out of the midst thereof was the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire, and also of the midst thereof, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. Okay? So ain't no damn little bitty creatures, little bitty, aliens in there, man. And those things. That was a lie that Esau Edom pushed on our people, man. On people in general. It says, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And they had hands of a man under their wings, and on 4 sides. And they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went, and they went every one straight forward. As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man, and the face of a lion and on the right side, and they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. They 4 also had the face of an eagle. Thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward. 2 wings of every one were joined one to another, and 2 covered their bodies. They went every one straight forward. Whether the spirit was to go, they went. They turned not when they went. So this is the likeness of the angels, man. Dreadful. You don't want to see no angel. Okay? The angels are controlling those craft, man. It says, as for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps. It went up and down among the living creatures, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. Okay? And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. They're so fast, you can't catch them. The government act like they can catch them, act like they're going to do something. Act like they can get them, man, but they can't, man. It says, now, as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creature with his 4 faces. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and they 4 had one likeness. And the appearance of the work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel in the middle of a wheel, man. Okay? And they just seen that. Apostle Tahar put up a beautiful video about that, straight to the point, And you seen how that thing was moving. Okay? It says, when they went upon the 4 sides, and they turned not when they went. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them, full of eyes, full of lights round about them. So that's talking about the chariots, man. Okay? And they've entered into the house of the thief. So with that, hopefully this message was edifying. I'd like to say shalom.